Basra Iqbal sir, young scholars, ladies and gentlemen. I start from a book, The Impact of Rumi upon Iqbal's Religious Thought, which was written by my father, and a preface was added by Dr. Javed Iqbal. Two things which he wrote, I will quote. He says, a study of Rumi is imperative for understanding Iqbal's religious thought. This simple line says so much that Dr. Javed Iqbal says that in order to understand Iqbal, we have to read Rumi. And because it takes us to the original sources of Iqbal's thought. And the people who say that they challenge the originality of Iqbal's thought, and it is Rumi only whom you study, and then you can understand that Iqbal's sources of his philosophy were original. And all criticism against Iqbal is ill-founded. The second point I would like to discuss, he says, Dr. Javed Iqbal in this preface, his acceptance of Rumi as Murshid clearly manifested he was not lured by Western science and philosophy. Rather, he maintained an independent critical attitude toward the development of human thought. He appreciated the positive aspects of Western thought and integrated them in the process of reconstructing the religious thought in Islam. I think these words of Javed Iqbal Sahab is giving us a light that we have to critically analyze the developments of Western science and philosophy, and we have to understand the universal aspects of Western science and philosophy. So this also covers, so I think that Dr. Javed Iqbal not only fully understood Iqbal's philosophy, but he also gave us a guidance for the future orientation of this philosophy. 2 points I will just make within a minute or so. The contribution of Dr. Javed Iqbal for this academy is tremendous. For more than 18 years, he was the Vice President of Iqbal Academy. He was the Chairman of the Executive Committee, and the proceedings of his times which we go through are tremendous. And that was followed by his son, Munib Iqbal Sahib. His contribution to this academy is also very important. So this house of Iqbal has a great contribution for the development of Iqbal's thought. And the last point I wish to make is that the post-Iqbalian thought has oases at different places. There is not a tradition of post-Iqbalian philosophy. We have to build that tradition, and the works of Dr. Javed Iqbal are the foundation of that post-Iqbalian thought. I would not like to delve much on this issue, but I think that when we are to reconstruct the post-Iqbalian tradition, we have to start from Justice Javed Iqbal Sahab. And once we start from him, we can then have so many people who have made their creative contributions in understanding Iqbal's thought. So we have to have a tradition of philosophy which is lacking here, and we also have to have a political tradition of philosophy which we can start from Dr. Javed Iqbal Sahab. And the problem and the issues he has raised about the concept of spiritual democracy in Islam, I think it's a very important what he's saying. And since he was a very brave man and a very courageous person, and some of the people do not know what he has said in very clear terms, I think the time has come that he should be heard. And the problems he has raised must be appreciated, and we must get guidance from him, because I think he is one of the most authentic interpreters of Iqbal's thought. Thank you very much.